What's up, y'all? It's Edgar Berlanga, and I want to tell my fight fans, man, we got the fight. Berlanga versus Canelo, live September 14th in Las Vegas on pay-per-view. And for y'all fucking haters, man, y'all gonna eat y'all words. And don't sleep on me, because y'all gonna be sleeping for a very long time, man. Knockout season, fireworks. You know how we coming? Big New York.
Oh my God! The morning after. Diabolical! Canelo Alvarez has been stripped by the IBF. He was mandated to fight a guy named William Skull, okay? But instead, he's fighting Edgar Berlanga come September. And because of that, the IBF has stripped Canelo Alvarez. Diabolical. Now, listen, I do have how I feel about this. And, you know, I feel two things. I feel two ways. Number one, I feel that is diabolical. But number two, at least they're extremely consistent. But before I get into all of that, I just have to school a lot of you Canelo Alvarez fanboys. I call you guys Canelo Glazerez fanboys. This whole notion about David Benavidez must activate his mandatory with Canelo Alvarez. Where are y'all getting this shit from, man? Get out my comments with all of that. Let me tell you how this works. The rules are a WBC champion must defend his or her title against a mandatory challenger at least once a year. And that mandatory challenger is designated by the WBC. And that happens during the WBC Council. There's no activation button that must be pressed. The WBC votes and designates this mandatory. And if the champion is running out of time to defend his title against that mandatory, the WBC will order the fight. Dude, there is no activation button, okay? I mean, listen, for example, it just happened just now with William Zepeda being Shakur Stevenson's mandatory for the WBC. William Zepeda didn't press an activation button. Hell, Oscar De La Hoya is not even sure if William Zepeda is going to take on Shakur Stevenson, though it's been ordered by the WBC.
Hey, what's up, Clapback Thursdays? Let's start with the WBC and ordering Shakur Stevenson versus William Zepeda. Ordering? What does that mean? They ordered Canelo Benavidez like 3 years ago, and that hasn't happened. William will make his decision very soon, and he has 3 other options.
So if there is an activation button, that would be a Canelo rule, meaning that the WBC has applied some secret activation button only when you're Canelo Alvarez is mandatory, which will prove that Canelo Alvarez is being catered to and being protected by the WBC. And you Canelo Glazerez fanboys wouldn't want that, right? There is no such thing. Hold on, let me get my my espresso together. I mean, this is diabolical. As far as the IBF stripping Canelo Alvarez, the only reason why I say it's diabolical is because it's really hard for a champion to reign as a champion. And for me, as a champion, as like the champion, being undisputed, you're the champion. It's very hard to reign, especially when it comes to the IBF. But my thing is they're extremely consistent. Remember when Tyson the Gypsy King Fury was, he beat Klitschko and he was going to rematch Klitschko, but the IBF had their own ideas. The IBF said that you have to fight your mandatory in 2-3 months. Tyson Fury couldn't do it. They stripped his ass. Same thing with Terrence Bud Crawford. Terrence Bud Crawford, his mandatory was Boots, but he was going to rematch Errol the True Spence. And he's like, listen, I got to rematch him. He said, no, you got to fight Boots in 2-3 months. He's like, I can't. Stripped his ass. Same thing happened for Alexander Usyk. Alexander Usyk, he's trying to rematch Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. They have their rematch, but they're like, listen, you got to fight your IBF mandatory. He's like, wait a second, bro. I have my contractual rematch with Tyson Gypsy King Fury. They're like, hey, they stripped his ass. And now Saul Canelo Alvarez, which he doesn't have a rematch like the rest of them, but hell, he wants to defend his IBF title as the undisputed champion. They like, listen, you have to fight William Skull. Who? Who the hell is William Skull? Hey, he's the IBF mandatory. Stripped his ass. Hell, they just now dropped Tyson the Gypsy King Fury from the IBF rankings. So he's not even ranked, and that's diabolical. Tyson Fury is definitely one of the best heavyweights in the world, and he's not even ranked as in the IBF rankings. The only time I saw the IBF not be consistent is with Errol the True Spence, and that's the Black Tortugas Espresso. Boy, that's delicious. Yeah, they weren't, when it came to Errol the True Spence, they dragged their feet. Don't forget, Terrence Crawford, the only reason why Boots is Terrence Crawford's, or was his mandatory, is because Boots was the mandatory to the IBF, which Terrence Crawford won from Errol the True Spence, meaning Boots was Errol the True Spence's mandatory due for a long damn time. I'm not for a long damn. I think I remember there was a time when Ugas was Spence's mandatory or something like that for a while. And Spence he went on and fought Sean Porter. I mean, for some reason, when it came to IBF and Spence, that was, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, maybe there's something that you guys got to explain in the comments, but it just seemed like they were inconsistent when it came to Errol the True Spence. Errol the True Spence didn't have to fight Boots either, and then Terrence Crawford had 2 months to fight him, and then it was stripped. So it just seems with that situation, it was inconsistent, but maybe there's something that you guys know that I don't. But that's the perfect segue. Let's talk about Terrence Bud Crawford. Let's enter the DAZN war room. We in the DAZN war room. Yo, when Terrence Crawford, when Bud got that 1966 "We Shall Overcome" shit, when his hair and beard look like when he's on his Fred Hampton shit, you're getting your ass whipped. When he's looking like that, you're getting your ass whipped, bruh. I mean, listen, Madrimov, he can fight, but Terrence, I'm putting the barn on Terrence Crawford to knock him out. Like when he got that shit, brother, it's a wrap. Oh, and tomorrow, I'm not going to be able to call the fight, but Clarissa Shields, her stare down, she was looking evil as shit.
Vanessa ain't blinking, Clarissa ain't winking. It's about to get down. It's time to put up or shut up, get down and throw down. There's about to be a beatdown in Motown. We have much more to do with this press conference. We have some special presentations from the WBC. And for all those involved, after the presentation, we will open it up for one-on-ones with the media for Clarissa and Vanessa. Somebody's going home with some extra hardware, and I'm talking.
I don't get why everybody's so mad at Clarissa Shields, though. Like, I've been looking online. Listen, for real, side note, I've been looking all over social media, and people just don't like her. Like, other than her saying that she'll beat a dude and calling out Keith Thurman and all that stuff, I don't have a. What's the problem with Clarissa? Like, I just need to know, like, what does she do? Like, I don't know why she talks a lot like Muhammad Ali. She feels like she's great. I mean, have you guys, y'all never seen that before? Like, and she is great. I mean, that's not up to debate. I don't know. But I'll tell you this. If you guys want to get a month free with DAZN and order this fight, hit the link to DAZN.com/ShowBizz. It's in the description box there. All right. I should put it in the comments as well. just for being part of the war room and being part of this community. All right, being a show business partner, you get a month free from DAZN, meaning you're going to get some fantastic fights. But let me know how you feel in the comments below. ShowBizz, little dope. I'm out.